I'm alive. Had to, what's it called? Had to go get food. Because I kind of neglected to do that earlier. But it's fine. We'll be fine. Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay. Okay. That. Do that. Ooh, I feel low energy. My sleep was worse than usual because of, well, I can actually blame someone. Because they thought it would be funny to make me hop on to something, only to end up not going anywhere. I still haven't progressed this. I should probably do that at some point, but not right now. Kinda need to do both of these, really. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that's way too much. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, I mean, oh, wait. To the the daily process. Is there more intel? Okay, there is more intel supplies. I gotta progress this so I can get more weekly gems. Bruh. Bruh. I should have just done one of the low ones. Dang it, hold on. I'll be right back.
Alright. Now I'm back. Alright. Quickly do this as well. I'm gonna like let it auto while I eat. Hmm. Oh. Hmm.
想定通りの勝利です。本当はもう
Now we can get on with it. Anything in the shop? Definitely getting that. Okay. Leave the rest there. Wait, I think the dispatch shop was that? It did. I mean, I can buy basically everything. I get so many of these, like, I forget what these are called. Dispatch records. That is just ridiculous. Might as well empty out the store each time, so. What about the shop? Oh wait, this one's up. Nice. Hmm. Okay, no reset there. What's this do? That's not too bad. Do I have one of these? Yeah, well. It's a good way to keep collecting chips. Okay. Wait, did I ever use the code? It's Labor Day. First I got this. Labor Day. Oh, nice. Okay. There you go. I think this can be done on its own. Pretty sure I outlevel things so severely it doesn't matter. Skip that because I don't want to be too spoiled. Bro. What is this? That's gotta be it, right? There we go. Hmm. So a little over a week left. Excuse me. Michiru feels a light shove on her arm. Her auditory module, which has been inactive while in sleep mode, activates instantly. Wake up. That doesn't sound like Kukai. The shove also felt a lot less violent than usual. In that case, I'll just... If you don't get up this instant, I'll confiscate all the manga on the floor, you hear? No, that's an out-of-print collectible edition of Dalek's Family signed by the manga artist. It's super expensive. Michiru performs a spectacular kippa from the beanbag sofa. She relaxes visibly once she sees who it is. Oh, it's you, Vector. Here, I invite you to appraise this beanbag sofa together with me. I spent a fortune on it. It's much comfier than the couch in the lounge. You see, the moment you lie down... As much as I want to join you, this isn't the time. Michiru is utterly deaf to what Vector is saying, as if she's just flipped a switch. I really didn't want it to come to this, but according to the guide that Kukai has left behind, this would be the most effective thing to do. With a helpless sigh, Vector grasps Michiru by the arms, lifts her up, and shakes her back and forth with great force. Oh God, something will come loose at this rate. Alright, I'm getting up. What the heck? You're starting to act more and more like Kukai. What happened? Aren't we supposed to be best friends of the Beanbag Club? You have 7 hours to complete today's combat simulation training. If you don't complete it in time, Kukai will be notified that your training is behind schedule. It's fine. Kukai isn't even here. I'm sure even the training conference will be postponed. Hang on, how do you know about my training program? Kukai asked the commander to task me with supervising your training before she left. Even though I don't really think someone like me is in any position to supervise others. Come on, she actually recruited a snitch. She even kicked up such a big fuss, got the commander involved. Don't tell me she's also given you the switch that determines my fate. What switch? Oh, nothing. Come now, Vector. Don't take everything so seriously. Remember the first tenet of our Beanbag Club? Never do anything now that you can... Never do anything now that can be put off until the last minute. 7 hours is a really long time, you see. I don't remember joining any club. Get up. Kukai didn't mention it in her message, but I'm guessing I will be held responsible if you don't complete your training in time. Seeing that she can't weasel her way out of this, Michiru slides off her beanbag sofa reluctantly. Trying to guilt trip me now. Kukai's becoming more and more like Leva. Oh, Michiru, morning. Is it almost afternoon? You guys on Team A sure are laid back. She looks around the training room wordlessly and turns towards Vector. So just how little does Kukai trust me to have arranged such an over-the-top surveillance team for me? Maybe the two of us are the ones who don't... Maybe the two of us are the ones she doesn't trust. Whatever. Arpsy, make the preparations. Okay. Arpsy links Michiru to the control terminal. She hesitates for a moment after entering level 2, but then proceeds to activate the module. Turn on the monitoring device and project your level 2 onto the screen. Do we need to be that thorough? I believe by supervising, Kukai meant watching her every single move like a hawk. What's the matter with you today, Hepsi? Why do you seem so tense? Do I? Look, Vivi, the image on the screen looks a bit strange. Prompted by Urche's exclamation, Vector looks toward the screen. It is not showing the scene of a combat simulation. In the center of the black screen, an hourglass icon keeps rotating, and lines of text start emerging. Constructing road framework. Formulating achievable objectives. Sowing tiny seeds of malice. A happy ending. What is this? Just then a new image appears on the screen. The city from a bird's eye view is deserted. It appears desolate, dilapidated. The image lurches and starts diving downward. A black spot on the ground grows even larger, or ever larger. As the camera dives, new text appears on the screen again. The once prosperous and beautiful city, the once prosperous and beautiful city fell into decline under the ravages of invaders. As a guardian, it is our unavoidable duty to eliminate them. Young one, go and create a legend. Young one, go and create a legend. The subtitles disappear. As the camera approaches the ground, it gradually becomes clear that the black spot is in fact a doll armed with a gun. She is facing a horde of enemies that are ready to attack. Oh, that's Mechty. Not a bad idea to gamify training. Well done, Harpsy. Mechty, what's going on? It's starting. Let's talk after the game. Alright. How much damage can I do in like 2 moves? I think I still have Kukai's other chip enabled. Okay, hold on. If I were here... Dang, I don't think I'd be able to reach all the way across. I guess the thing was out of my hands regardless. Okay, there is a way to hit both. I think it would have been better to aim for the guy all the way to the top though. I'm gonna have to turn it. That works. After making quick work of the enemies, Mechty holds up a big V sign. At the same time, the words "level up" pop up over her head. Harpsy, get her on comms. Right. On the screen, Mechty jumps as she is startled by something. Then she turns around and leans in closer. Wow. So the monitoring device looks like a flying camera on level 2. It's even equipped with comms. Disguised as a familiar that follows a girl around. Distasteful yet classic trope. Looks like you've been reading the manga I gave you, Harpsy, so I'm guessing I'll have to enter a contract soon enough, eh? Harpsy? What's this all about? Enter Vector's impassive gaze. Harpsy finally stops wringing her hands and starts fiddling with the edge of her coat instead. It's a plugin that introduces video game mechanics into combat simulations. The plot is generated by an advanced AI. It makes training more fun and interesting. I don't think we will find anything fun and interesting once Kukai finds out about this. I know you've been spending a lot of time on forums for game devs lately, but this mod wasn't your idea, was it? It's my idea. I asked Harpsy to whip this up. Don't you find the training these days really dull? I just can't get fired up. But is it really a good idea to turn combat simulations into games? I've actually done my research, you know. The concept of gamification has been introduced to many jobs and business activities these days. Experimental results show that it significantly improves employees' enthusiasm and productivity. For the sake of 4-Force training efficiency, I don't mind volunteering as a lab rat to test this out. Where's your proposal? Huh? Your investigation report and analysis? It's one thing that you didn't tell me but you actually put into practice before clearing it with Kukai? Well, if I'd told that tyrant right from the start, my ingenious plan would have been nipped at the bud. But training shouldn't be a game. Viv and I have played a video game about warfare before, but it cannot really be applied to training. Since it's for training, I'm sure Hopsy has considered the issue of applicability. To lump her in with a certain dork on Team A who only ever thinks about slacking and playing is doing her a disservice. Hey, I can still hear you. I'm not questioning Hopsy's ability, or Mechti's. The issue here is that you shouldn't have kept us in the dark about this. Anything can happen in such an unstable operating environment. You're indeed very perceptive of potential dangers in certain situations, but don't forget this is just a game plugin. Dolls don't take any damage in virtual space. Why don't you give your worst case scenario algorithm a break? Artsy gradually starts to regain her composure. She appears at Vector woefully. Warrod's face appears calm, but her eyes still flicker with emotion. You see, on top of reaching an understanding, you also need to reach a consensus. You must also get Warrod to trust your concern and judgment if you value your cooperation. But right now, both you and Warrod are still standing your ground and trying to force each other to accept your respective views. To reach a consensus, maybe I should yield a little? Come now, let's not argue. I'll tell Klukai about this later. She'll probably tell me off, but no biggie. If I don't start training, I'll get a demerit for falling behind schedule. In the end, Victor lets out a soft sigh. Fine, carry on with your training. I doubt we'll be able to contact Lukar the commander anytime soon. Alright. But I'm also taking part. Vivi? Well, I don't mind. You gave me such an earful, but you just want to play as well, huh? No, I'm just worried you'd run into problems that you can't solve. Also, if I don't experience it myself, I won't be able to report to Klukai on its implementation. How very serious and responsible of you. Hard to log me into. Okay. I'll change it to 2-player mode. I mean, I feel like as long as the training's effective, it's completely fine to gamify it. That's my thoughts on that. Like, don't they say coding is easier to learn if you do like a game based off of it instead? The overgrown weeds and cracked soil beneath Vector's feet stretch all the way to the high walls surrounding the city in the distance. Using the watch-like operating device fixed on her wrist, Vector opens the area map. On the map, the red cursors representing her and Mechti are drawing closer together. Vector, over here! The wind carries Mechti's holler. Vector studies her surroundings. Her attention is immediately drawn to a red telephone booth not far from her. She then catches sight of Mechti, who is bouncing up and down right next to the booth, waving her arms around. Her hair is frizzy and messy, like a bunch of weeds. Vector the Brave, are you ready to set upon this adventure with me? I think I am. No, you're not. But that's alright. Mechti the Great Prophet will guide your way. Come, head inside. She points at the red phone booth. What's this? You'll find out when you get in. Victor's ushered into the phone booth, which looks decidedly out of place with its surroundings. Then, at Mechti's insistence, she picks up the receiver and puts it against her ear. After a soft click, a mechanical female voice comes from the other end of the line. Saving game. Do not disconnect. Saved. You are fully restored. Victor hangs up and exits the phone booth. She realizes her HP bar is full again. So it's a save point. Save points are super important. You can only level up and restore to full health at save points. How can you jump 3 levels in an instant? Your level is not even higher than mine. Your level is now even higher than mine, the Great Prophet. I killed several Elids on the way. So you get more XP for farming Elid mobs? That shouldn't be the case. Are you really, Mechti? Of course I am. Why do you ask? Your energetic demeanor and genuine effort in problem solving are incongruent with my neural records. I told you as much. Gaming can boost enthusiasm. If you were this enthusiastic in real life, Klukai wouldn't have... Sound of a bullet slicing through the air. Sniper, 11 o'clock. Two dolls dive to the side of the road. Next second, a bullet hole appears in the spot where they were just standing. Victor promptly draws her submachine gun and aims it at the source of the shot, but she freezes at the sight of their attacker. The doll sitting on the slope not far away sports corkscrew twin tails that are most familiar to Victor. Relax, that was just a greeting. But her attitude is utterly unfamiliar. Huh? Ruche? Why is she also in the game? That's not Ruche. What? Who are you? Ruina Crystallis lies just ahead. It is not a place meant for morons like you. I've seen too many who risked everything trying to make a fortune, but ended up paying with their lives. Ruche, who bears the name tag number 90 above her head, continues her monologue as if she hasn't heard Vector's question at all. Hold on a second. I think that's literally her designation in GFL 1. Or her number ID, I mean. Yep. Number 90 is PP90. Oh no, it's not. Her designation was, well, I guess it's number 90 for her gun designation, not her doll or what's it called? Her doll number. Which her doll number is 23. I had to double check. So it's going off of her gun, not her doll number. Okay. Who bears the name tag number 90 above her head, continues her monologue as if she hasn't heard Vector's question at all. You're right, Richie doesn't talk like Kukai. What? You don't know about Ruina Crystallis? The technology of converting collapsed crystals into crystal energy has won the city worldwide renown. Just how ignorant are you? Collapsed crystal energy? Crystal energy has made Ruina Crystallis the most prosperous and affluent city in the world, and is the best place for us crystal hunters to find jobs. Unfortunately, the largest arterial crystal pipe in there exploded, and the radiation release led to the creation of countless invaders. It's all because of the wanton destruction they caused that Ruina Crystallis is in the sorry state. Rich's tone and gestures become increasingly impassioned. It's almost as if a spotlight is shining on her as she soliloquizes. But even as a set of ruins, the remaining collapsed crystals in Ruina Crystallis still attract countless fools who dream of getting rich overnight. If you're just headless flies driven by greed, I advise you to turn around and scram as fast as you can. What the hell is she on about? You're not headless flies, you say? Then who on earth are you? After that, Ruche freezes like someone has pushed a pause button on her. She just stares at them unmovingly. Two lines of text appear in front of her out of the thin air. A. We are not headless flies. B. We are guardians who have come to save the city. She seems to be automatically filtering what we say. These two lines are responses? Oh, maybe... What? Maybe we're in a cutscene and these two lines are choices that will set us on different plot branches. In that case, Ruchi... No, this number 90 must be an NPC? NPC. Misty, have you ever encountered this when you used your plugin previously? Nope. The plots were all really simple. It's either slaying a dragon to save a princess or collecting little beasts as pets. Why don't we just ask Harpsy, the creator of the plugin? Harpsy, what's going on here? But the surveillance camera simply flutters around them, giving no response. Strange. The comms line disconnected. Then let's just randomly pick an answer. Misty reads the two lines quickly. Let's not beat around the bush and just state our identity. We are guardians who have come to save this city. Wow, that sounded pretty big. She comes to life again after receiving a new input. Guardians? Could weaklings like you actually be guardians? Since you're guardians, I have no reason to stop you, though I seriously question your ability to save Ruina Crystallis. How dare you question us? To prevent you from humiliating death, I have some information to share with you. Invaders will regenerate infinitely in the radiation and can only be eradicated by using a secret weapon that can cleanse the radiation. The secret weapon is in Research Institute in the northwest corner of Ruina Crystallis. I've guided many people there, but none have returned. If you're sure about this, follow the road and head north. There's a border terminal which is the only entrance to the sealed city. And here are some supplies for you. Zone map. Outskirts of Ruina Crystallis obtained. Ammo times 36 obtained. Main story quest updated. Head to the Research Institute in Ruina Crystallis. As a mechanical female voice speaks again, the dolls feel a soft vibration on their wrists. Now go and complete your mission. Stop taking up space here. With that, Richard freezes again. Almost at the same time, a frantic voice shrieks from the surveillance camera. Beefy, that wasn't me. I would never call you a fool or a moron. Delete that from your neural logs.
That makes sense.
Since Richie seems to be very Richie seems to be very
PP90 seems to be very like it seems like he simps after Victor basically. So of course that makes sense.
I actually find her assessment quite pertinent.
Fifi.
Don't worry, even I could tell that wasn't you. Get Harpsy on the line. Okay, but promise me you'll delete that. Harpsy, here you go. Harpsy's voice now speaks from the camera. Victor, why did the comms line get disconnected just now? It didn't. To enhance gaming immersion, voice input is automatically disabled when entering a cutscene. A cutscene? So that number 90 really is an NPC? Yes. The creative AI I implemented in the plugin can only write very simple things in the early stages. After a period of time, it will learn and upgrade itself by reading the subject's neural logs. Maybe this is why Mitchty had never encountered any NPCs before.
Happy day 7. Hello. Welcome again. How are you? How you doing? And thank you. This is gonna be the last day that I'm gonna do where it says affiliate anniversary. Everything after this is gonna be just normal stream, back to normal streaming, along with me actually taking breaks on the weekends, because I am very bad at taking breaks. Well, except Sunday, because Tiff said that on Sunday she'd be down to do actual, like, to take on actual monuments and stuff in Rust, rather than just doing whatever. Even though I'm pretty sure she's gonna start saying that I'm a skinwalker again. Hold on. I regret that when I got food, I got 3 of these instead of 2. I need to remember that I'm better off. I'm better off if I want to gain weight. I'm better off eating smaller, more frequent meals than larger, less frequent ones. Because smaller, frequent ones are like you're constantly getting more calories. Even if it's small doses, it's still constant. While larger meals, less frequent, is just like big dose, nothing for several hours. Big dose, nothing for several hours. Man. Reading the subject's neural logs.
That's right. Due to a lack of R&D funding, some of the settings as well as the NPC's models and appearances are randomly extracted and recreated from dolls that have taken part in past combat simulations and their neurologs. So that wasn't really Ruche, but merely a character from Ruche's appearance data. The personality is based entirely on the plot generated by the AI. A carbon copy in terms of physical appearance, but with a completely different personality? Oh boy, that's pretty interesting. I'm getting really excited about what's gonna happen. Does this Ruina Crystallis you mentioned exist in reality? No. The AI just grabbed some information about collapsed crystals and made up the rest. Is it weird to say the robot reminds me of those things from Gundam, weirdly? Do you mean the, Oh man, I somewhat recently had seen a Gundam thing where they specifically mention what they're called. But yeah, the little... Do you mean like the little things that fly around and shoot lasers? Do you mean that, or do you mean, what are they called? I can't remember. I can't remember what either of them are called. Also depends. Maybe those things from... Or do you mean specific, like, the specific, mobile suits? The ones that all have, like, the mono eye thing. Which, again, I also forget what they're called. Haro? Let me look it up real quick. Oh, those, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Hey, fair enough. It's got the little arm sticking out and the round body thing, so... Perhaps to ease Vector's concern, Harpsy heads cautiously. Don't worry, it's just for internal use. None of it is uploaded to the network. Our data's totally safe. Understood. Vector nods. I have no more questions. Let's go, Mechi. Now that we have the new map, we should continue to explore. I never remember their name, which is extra funny because I'm pretty sure they work like Pokemon and just say their name. Honestly. I haven't watched too much Gundam stuff. My brother's a huge fan, though. He's got several like figures as well that he's like built and everything. Or yeah, Gundam sets that he's built. But it's always something I've been kind of interested in because like the premise and everything interests me, but it feels overwhelming because there's so many different like series all connected, and it's just like I wouldn't even know where to start. So it's just been kind of whatever I watch just happens to be like here and there, and whatever somebody else happens to be streaming if I ever pop in a VC and people are streaming Gundam stuff. Though, I mean, last year in the whole homeless debacle, when at one point we were stuck in an RV and we saw, what was it? What was it called? It's a recent one. Requiem for Vengeance, that's what it was. We had we had watched Requiem for Vengeance, and I'd say it was really well done, especially since it was from the perspective of the other side from what you usually see. I've seen a little bit of Witch of Mercury, but that was because someone else was streaming it. But then I don't know whatever happened to that. I think they ended up watching it without me.
which tends to happen a lot, which sucks, but I can't do anything about it because I've tried and nobody listens. Okay, well, you seem to be even more fired up than me, Vector. See, gamification does work. Perhaps, but being more fired up than you isn't something that warrants much praise. Oof. Following number 90's instructions, the two dolls enter the border terminal without much hassle. The deserted building appears spacious and empty. A gloom of the unknown lies behind the turnstile. Wow. It looks almost like a passage that leads to some kind of alternate dimension. Watch your step. What? As she dodges aside out of reflex. When she looks back, she realizes it's just a broken limb of an eyelid. Huh. Now I took a good look. The whole place is littered with eyelid remains. I have a bad feeling about this. Once we go through this passage, we should be in the city. Victor peers amidst his health bar. By the way, I've been meaning to ask. What? What's that grayish-white thing underneath our health bar? It goes down periodically. Oh, that's... All of a sudden, a piercing howl interrupts their conversation. Victor's eyes flash as she darts a glance behind her. Duck! Enemy attack! It's a duck. Crunchyroll has it for free. Eyebrow. I'll be honest, I can't remember the... Oh, wait, no. I'll be honest, I stopped using Crunchyroll ever since they decided to... One, completely lose my spot in where I was while watching JoJo, and two, saying that I need to pay to watch the rest of JoJo. And then I was like, yeah, nah, I ain't doing that anymore. I went full, when it comes to anime, I've kind of gone full Jack Sparrow, you know? We're facing an unknown number of enemy units. Let's keep our distance for now. These footsteps. It sounds like there are quite a few enemies. Let's just try to handle them to the best of our abilities. Okay, I'll take this side. Yep, I'm boycotting Crunchyroll since they made themselves pay cut. Yep. Oh wait, jeez, I remember some pretty garbage stuff they've put out too. You have an ad blocker. Spoke creators of which American it was free, so and I have an ad blocker. Yeah, I've got an ad blocker too, but it's so much like ugh. My 3 times speed. Okay, what if I go here? Take those two out, then I can go here, or somewhere around there. Here? No. Here. And that works. Good thing everything's low level here. So I can just finish this fast. Keep moving on with the story. The last eyelid is shot through the head and topples to the ground, even while it's lunging forward. Standing in front of it is Vector, who didn't manage to raise her gun in time. Her finger remains still on the trigger. That was close. Are you okay? Victor straightens up. She curls her fingers and uncurls them again tentatively. I was unable to move due to some kind of force, but I seem to be okay now. Oh, that's because your stamina bar was down to 0. Stamina bar? you know, the grayish white thing that you were just asking me about. Any big movement, like jumping, rolling, etc., consumes stamina. If your stamina bar is empty, you won't be able to move and will have to wait for your stamina to recover. To do that, Majesty the Prophet suggests you move and kite your enemies while recovering your stamina. Don't make any big movements unless you absolutely have to. I see, but how do you define big movements? Any movements other than walking. That doesn't seem very reasonable. What are you talking about? This is the essence of this kind of game. Stamina management is the key that sets noobs and pros apart. Nope. You still have much to learn, newbie Victor. But in reality, unless there's some kind of malfunction, dolls don't experience such interruptions to their power supply before their battery runs out. I can't think of any real benefit this mechanism brings to actual combat in the real world. Well, Mitchie seems to be devoting a lot of computational power to pondering this question. Her brow furrows deeply. It can reduce unnecessary maneuvers, conserve energy and power. See, at the end of the day, energy and power aren't infinite. I personally disagree, but I will note this down and let Klukai, the commander, be the judge of that. We're having so much fun here, why do you have to keep bringing up the bad ending that awaits me? As they converse, they step over the remains of the Elid and head towards the turnstile. Neither of them notices its almost imperceptible twitch. Is it a mimic?
昔みたいに私に感謝するといいわ。
Thinking what else I want to do. Because, like, I'm getting through these pretty quick, because it's not a major event, so the story segments aren't long. But I do have over a week, so I kind of want to spend time doing other things as well. I don't think I can finish this food, I'll be honest. I'm just looking at it and my appetite's just gone. I guess I could maybe just... Nah, this is way too small. It's like 2 bites. It's literally 2 bites left. But I can't. I just can't. I choose to mostly boycott Crunchyroll because 1, they pay for everything. 2, they make paying them a nightmare. My friend tried and he's not in the US and he wouldn't accept his credit card. And 3, they put out series as dubs without translating important moments and butchered the series, which is so disrespectful to creators. Yep. Yep. It's all dreadful. The whole thing is dreadful. Like they used to do their job properly, which was just they are a hosting site for anime. Translations are done by others and they host them. But then they wanted to do everything themselves and make tons of money according to themselves, and everything became all about money, and then they made absolute trash decisions, as well as just they tried to make their own anime, which was also trash. It was all around just oof. And it's knowing they do it because they want to force you to pay. Like I watched an idol anime with the songs and the message of the episodes and key character moments. They didn't dub those. They also didn't sub those to pressure you to pay for the sub. when the dub should have been good enough on its own. Yep. Not to mention, a lot of the times their subs, and I think even their dubs, are different from the ones that are official. Where they, like, as you said, they butcher series and stuff. Where it's like they'll straight up mistranslate or just completely change what the translation actually is. Over, like, really dumb reasons, usually, too. I forget how much they do in house, but a lot of what they do in house is like trash. Ow! 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 Okay. Fine, close that stupid thing. Ow, my foot. Now, friends, I think I'm being. It's not even when I tell them for that series they have to watch the sub, but I'm actually pro dubbing. But like, not if the main message gets lost. Oof. Yeah. For me, it depends. Like, dub stuff depends. Cause like nowadays, especially, um, like dubs are a lot better because like the voice actors either it's the same voice actors but they've had enough experience to like seriously improve, or they're new voice actors that are very talented. And just in general, like they've been doing really well compared to before, which a lot of people still have the mentality of, oh, dubs are the same as they used to be, which is like the really awkward, like fairly low effort dubs, or just people who were dubbing characters they really didn't fit. But nowadays, it's like actually dubs are actually like really good. I mean, just look at Solo Leveling, for example. But as well as plenty of other things as well. But yeah, I kind of watch both, really. It depends on the series as well. A lot of the times I'll just watch, like, if it's just like random stuff that I happen to find, I'm just like, oh well, I watch it just to see what it's like. I'll probably watch it sub because I also think that it's good practice for being able to read quick. Like a character making a message about mental health not getting translated is a wild yikes. Also, yeah, I can't finish this, and I don't think it's a good idea to save this as leftovers either. So I gotta go. And I hate to waste food, but I can't. I really can't. Alright, I'll be back.
Because I found out that they just do that. His species just does that, so that's a good sign. I will be streaming more, but I'm gonna take a hiatus. Oh. Thank you. That should be better. Is that better? I'm gonna be taking a hiatus.
It was okay. Zombieland, sorry by the way, for anime, but it's an idle anime with a song every episode. The song usually has character development, emotional moments in them. Chose to take it, fine. Right, they chose to take it, fine, but either hire singers to do those parts. A lot of voice actors do both and are good at it. Started as singers and are at least sub them. Nope. I sing in Japanese with zero subtitles, including about depression. Ooh. Also, I clicked on your profile and it instantly started playing something because I clicked on it because I saw like your. I was trying to see what your profile image was, and I clicked it and it started playing in the background. You know how Twitch has what's it called? The autoplay, the autoplay of like whatever the previous VOD is, or if it's hosting. Well, not hosting. It's what is it now? Yeah, because I clicked on your name on accident, but then I saw your profile page. I'm like, I was trying to get a closer look at that, and then it started auto playing the thing when I clicked on your actual channel. But no, I see it's a corn snake. Yeah. Oh, so it's actually sweet. Okay, okay. The big ol' eyes. Soft click Vector Mitch to exit the phone booth. Before them lie the familiar weeds and cracked earth. The bloody text, "You died," remains hauntingly fresh in her memory. Excuse me? Wait, why are we here again? You return to the last save point only when you die. So clearly we just died? How? I have no idea. Oh, right, the... Hey, this right now because I'm working on... Ah, gotcha. Fair enough, yeah. Which reminds me, and I'm gonna say this again, despite I always say this, but I never do anything about it. I really need to get some more stuff actually, like, done and stuff. Like, I should get around to actually making emotes rather than just having the random ones I've got right now, which are just... Let's see. We've got 4 that are just these free ones that you could download and use, which are the Lethal Company ones. One's literally just an image that I made a long time ago, which is the hyper one. There's the crab, which was made by a friend of mine. And then there's the hydrate and dihydrate, which both of them are ones that I made, which I think the hydrate one looks good. I feel like the dihydrate one kind of sucks, even though some people keep telling me, no, it looks good. I think it sucks. You have the one emote. I mean, that's a fair emote. I feel this one is too cluttered. Honestly, I think it's fine. If you feel it's too cluttered, I feel like just removing the heart that's under the head would make it fine. Because, like, at a distance, when it's small, you can't really tell that the tongue is there too well because of the heart under there. So I think that part is, like, the only real cluttered part. To me, anyway, but yeah.
But I need to actually do some like some emote stuff at some point, as well as like other things, because there's a lot of other things I need to do. It's it's a process. 2 hours nice for tired days. Fair enough. Honestly, I don't consider myself any kind of really tuber thing. I just consider myself a streamer just because I don't really use a. I mean, I have the PNG toggle thing as a redeem, but that's just because I was forced to. But every now and then you'll have people, friends of mine, jump in here and just start yelling about how I'm a VTuber, but I'm not. Also, crab. Yes, crab. Right. Have no idea. I was talking to you, so I didn't see anything, but something probably ambushed us from behind. Just then, the surveillance camera pipes up while circling around them. Vivi, I saw it. It was the Elid that you shot down. It was feigning death. It was the one who attacked you from behind. Elid? It feigned death? We've been had. I should have known there would be such sneaky moves in the kind of game yet. In this kind of game. This placeholder, fair enough, yeah. My natural state is just disembodied voice, but I need to get an overlay, a proper overlay done, where the game screen is actually like smaller, a bit smaller, like let's say like takes up about this much space. That way the overlay elements aren't covering a bunch of stuff all the time. And that way there'd be a little bit of open space here for the chat to be more readable, as well as open space here for whenever somebody does the PNG redeems. And maybe some stuff down here. Maybe like little mini announcements that scroll by or something, like a friend of mine does. But again, it's gonna be a while before I can figure that stuff out, because I need to actually think exactly how I want it to look, what design, etc. Because otherwise it's gonna be super simple. My overlay has the opposite problem. I mean, it's cluttered. I feel like I'm cluttered like this. Like you've got, sure, it's simple things, but it feels cluttered because there's just, they cover up a lot in games. Oh, especially like down here when I'm actually playing games with a bunch of people, because this whole area down here is just covered by people's PNGs. Hang on. Am I being ignorant here? Have you ever seen an Elid that knows how to feign death? I haven't, but that doesn't really rule out the possibility. When it's a matter of life and death, even the poor Elids have to pick up some cunning tricks. If that's true, then all commissions that involve Elids would double in price. This time, it's Wellrod who speaks to the camera. Vector, isn't this one of those extreme unlikelihoods that you're so obsessed with? This shouldn't be so far-fetched according to your logic. The derision in Wellrod's tone does not escape Vector, but she makes no rebuke. Instead, she pulls up the game interface. We are missing a certain amount of ammo and 531 XP. Is this a system error? Did a prompt now where someone can redeem which snake they want me to get out? Pray for me. Someone just redeems all of them. All the snakes. Whoever's the most gremlin energy. Honestly, probably, yeah. Oh nah, it's probably the penalty for dying. Penalty for dying? Just as we get drops as a reward for killing enemies, if we die, we also lose supplies and XP. But the supplies are usually retrievable at the location of our death. Wouldn't they be seized by the enemies? That'd be way too infuriating, no? These are the players' hard-earned supplies. If any game implements that, it'll flop real hard as soon as it launches. Not quite. There are games where if you die to an enemy, to get your supplies, you have to kill that enemy. Your supplies and XP. I think Division had that. I know one of the FromSoft games had it. I don't remember which one. Maybe it was Bloodborne? I can't remember. But like those are like an effective way to make you come back like ready to fight. Cause it's like, oh, you want your stuff back, you gotta fight for it. So you better be ready to actually fight for it. Though it might actually be an interesting gimmick. Feels like the game is dragging us around by the nose. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Sometimes when you just can't beat the game and you're so angry you just want to quit, you'll think to yourself, oh, I should at least pick up the loot before quitting. Then once you've done that, you'll think, since I'm here, why don't I give it another go? Maybe I'll beat it this time. Then before you know it, a whole night has passed. Hello, Alan. I do have a rule though that I can say no for their sakes. Fair enough, yeah. Especially since I don't think you'd want to bother them if they're in the middle of like sleeping or something. Even though it sounds to me like a certain one of them would be trying to escape regardless. So the game is exploiting the player's fear of loss and competitive nature to keep them addicted. Let's go and retrieve our loot and make our way to Ruined Crystallis. Alright, this will be the last of this, and then... Why is it always... this will be the last for GFL 2, and then we'll switch to... What do we want to switch to? Oh, dang it. I was gonna say, we could give Frostpunk a go, but I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. I have 3. The other 2 are like, I am comfy, I remain here. He chooses anarchy every day. But, I could just play more Rust. I really could. Try taking on Oil or something. But I don't know. It's rough. Alright. I'll have to be careful this time around. We'll be fine. I know that the elites here can play dead now. Main thing is, snakes can be handled 2 days after they've eaten. It's bad for them. Yeah, gotcha. Yep. Fair enough. Is it like specifically 2 days, or is it just in for 2 days? As in like, oh, they've eaten. You gotta leave them alone for a while. But it's so annoying to have to fight them again. Remember to shoot them once more after they go down to ensure that no elites are playing dead. Yeah, I've got it. Then let us begin. I could also go play Crab Champions. Right, yeah, okay, I do remember about the whole, if you bother snakes, they, while they're eating or have eaten, usually they take that as they're in danger and will regurgitate to try to be able to move faster and not be as sluggish. I do remember seeing a clip like of years ago of I think it was a python had eaten a deer or something, and then they people like kept. It was the people of like a village. I'm pretty sure this happened over in South America. Can't remember the exact place, but they had it was eating a deer, and then people kept bothering it, so it regurgitated the deer and then rushed away.
can't remember all the details though.
進歩は必須よ。
I can hit both. Let's go.
みんなのために。
That was close. I was starting to think that I would lose. That was a hard game. That was training. Never mind, let's go see what else we can take. Okay, we'll look over there. Instant Vector start rummaging through the pile of idiots scattered all around for supplies. Associated corpses disintegrate and fade away. Ammo times 30 or ammo times 63 obtained. Healing potion times 10 obtained. Item crystal bracelet obtained. Zone map Runic Crystallis urban area obtained. New zone unlocked. A cheap bracelet made of inferior crystal fragments. Judging by the description, it seems pretty useless. If it's useless, it's probably an item related to the plot. We can't go wrong by keeping it with us. I'd say this has been quite profitable. With all this XP, you can level up twice in a row. But we're constantly at the risk of losing the XP before we find the next save point. It'd be wise to not treat them as yours yet, and so that you won't feel sorry if you do lose them. Size seems to be the factor. Gotcha.
Ah, my eye. You like the yellow grows F vector? She's got yeah, it's how do I put it? It's a very like tactical techwear style outfit. Though to be fair, that is a lot of the outfits in this game. It's kind of the point, considering they're meant to be like they're T-dolls, they're tactical dolls, which are basically like think androids meant for war, for combat. If we lose them, we can always get them back. It's just a bit of pain. You can always start again in games. You can always start again. Does that mean you don't always give it your all? Exactly. Oh, no, I always put in an effort. Vector stares at Mitzi with a look of disbelief. Then all of a sudden another thought seems to have struck her. If we die again while in the process of retrieving our loot, will we still be able to recover the things we were trying to retrieve? I haven't really come across that situation, but speaking from gaming experience, probably not. Harpsy, is that right? The camera hovering in midair bobs up and down twice. That is indeed the case. I based it on a game with similar mechanics. Basically, you can only retrieve the things that you last dropped. So if your inventory is empty to begin with, you won't be able to recover anything. In other words, players are very likely to end up with nothing at all. Yeah, if you're not careful, then that's true. Extremely limited amount of save points, save-based recovery, enemy resetting, drops penalty. So far I find the design and features of this game that are beyond the scope of training a little too harsh and cumbersome. I was just trying to match the level of difficulty of the module. Also, Michi said these were all standard setups for games. Ahem. Guess? Standard setups for games. I'd assume you would at least consider how to incorporate training into the game, but from what... It's like a frontline Argonauts. If it works, it works, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I really do like the tactical techwear aesthetic when done right. In real life, a lot of people tend to go the weird route with it, where it's just like they don't balance it right, and it just feels off. And meanwhile, there's me, which my style consists of shoes, jeans, and whatever shirt and jacket I happen to have. As much as I would like to have like techwear style stuff. Oh, you meant the robot thing. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Ghost Frontline 1 and Ghost Frontline 2, they're of course same game. Well, not same game, but same franchise. Ghost Frontline 1 did technically have, like, cybernetic modified people, but they were more like these cursed clone amalgamations. They don't look cursed, but their lore is super cursed. But they were enemies until you could eventually get some of them as like allies. Arknights, I don't think they have any robots. I'm pretty sure all of them are human or a variety of other like human-esque species. If I remember correctly. And then Nikkei aren't robots either. Nikkei are cyborgs. Because they're like, they were formerly humans that were turned into Nikkeis. While and then GFL, yeah, Ghost Online is $30. Pick it with a formula, but I do like sci-fi games of this aesthetic. But yeah, like okay, what was it? Okay, yeah. It was Arknights is like a bunch of humans, but also alternate human species that are basically like humans with like animal features. Along with some that are like infected by the Originium or whatever it was called in the game. I haven't played that game in forever. I just remember a couple things, but I do remember that they are like living, breathing, you know. And then the Nikkei being cyborgs, and then here being T-Dolls, which are androids. Well, basically androids. They're technically their own thing, but it's androids. I'd assumed you would at least consider how to incorporate trading into the game, but from what I can see, you have simply shoehorned it into a framework without much thought. Freedom Wars? I have not, no. I've never actually even heard of it, to be honest. That's where you're wrong. Suffering is the essence of this sort of mechanism. Only through the trial of hardship does the fruit of victory taste sweeter. I don't have a module installed for ingesting food, thank you. So what else do I know about the essence? So what else do I know about the essence of this kind of mechanism? It's like Monhan meets this style. Huh. You're missing the point, Vector. You've been approaching this with a negative bias and much reluctance from the get-go. It's only natural that you struggle to experience the fun that I'm trying to explain. I wonder how that works. A Monhan meets this style. Like... yeah, I can't really think of it. Freedom Wars Remastered is on Steam. Let me look it up. Let me see what this is. Oh. Interesting. This style reminds me a little bit of God Eater. That's Monsterversity, but intelligence is higher of the AI than Monhunt. I never get bored of fighting it.
Oh, it's made by the same. Okay, yeah, that explains then. That reminds me, I have God Eater 3. I still need to play and finish that. Like, I played it a little bit, but I never actually finished. I remember I was trying to make M4 in that game. You've been approaching this with a negative bias and much reluctance from the get-go. It's only natural that you struggle to experience the fun that I'm trying to explain. You've got to relax. They also help make Bloodborne Studio. Oh. Man, I wish Bloodborne would come to PC, but Sony refuses. Ah, well. It is what it is. I think you also completely failed to comprehend my concerns. I totally understand them, but since we're here, we should just chill and enjoy the game. You... Victor's brow furrows, and she lets out a heavy sigh. Never mind. At least in terms of combat, both the breakout in the beginning and the ambush we just went through match the setting of the module. There are some things that didn't make much sense in other aspects, but they're not impossibly far-fetched. Wow, sounds like you've played some impossibly far-fetched games. I just find it very bizarre that these games demand dolls to behave in a way that follows human physiological habits. Can you explain in a more understandable way? Basically, back when we were still at Griffin, Ruchi and I took part in a gaming tournament of some monetary reward. The event was quite heavily promoted, I wonder if you remember. It's canon! The Division collab is canon from the first game! Gaming tournament? That does ring a bell. Apart from dying in combat, players in that game could also die from hunger and hypothermia. That wouldn't be so strange for humans, but we are dolls, so we tend to overlook such problems. If this plugin also incorporates the same mechanism that makes it possible for us to die from a lack of sustenance or low temperatures, then it would make it even more difficult for us to beat the game. Hold on, don't tell me you're talking about... The Division. I love how they censor it. Yep, I'm so sorry for you. Turns on PS5. It's very. Hey, alright? Despite that, I still significantly prefer the PC platform because I have access to games from everywhere. Including... And then there's the people who are like, oh, well, why would you pay that much for a gaming PC when you can pay this much for a console? Well, can your console also do everything else a PC can do? Because I doubt you. It's a god doubt it. I mean, there are a lot more things that a console can do nowadays, considering they are technically just more limited computers. But... very technology bad. I got in trouble with both Nintendo and Sony for finding two of the rarest glitches. Incredible. That's incredible. Man. I'm trying to remember if I've ever found anything interesting or cool like that no one ever else has found or is super rare or something, but I don't think I ever have. I think the only things I've ever gotten was just like, oh, I found a new way to die in a game. That's about it. I've never found anything crazy or like exploitable or interesting. It's always just, oh hey, yeah, this game that you're playing, did you know that if you walk into this corner, you instantly die? And I'm just like, wow, I found a glitch that's so unhelpful. If you block someone at the same time they block you, you get a ghost notification every time they play. Nintendo passed it right away, to their credit.
There's definitely some glitches and stuff that I don't understand how people even find. Like the kind that are like that sound like something straight out of like the COD zombie Easter egg stuff, where it's like, oh, if you stare at this pixel for like 3 minutes and then jump and throw something to the left at this certain speed, you glitch into the final stage of the whole game. And it's something like that, and it's just like, how do you even figure that out? So I keep getting a notification every time this person plays. It's not that big a deal. They stalked me and stole money. Never mind. Big deal. Big deal. Oh. Oof. The Division. What? You didn't participate? Nope. I remember a doll player did actually freeze to death. I think she went by Pink Nyan Nyan Punch. That's G11. That was G11 in the first game. That was her username in the Division collab. You want to see what you're up to either? Yeah, I see what you mean. I just can't get over the fact that they're actually confirming that the Division collab is completely canon. What a tasteful name. Right, we'd better get going or the Eliads here will respawn. You're right. Then let me check which way we should go. After scrutinizing the map for a while, Victor plots out a serpentine route. The crying face. I really do like the more funny faces in the game. Especially of certain characters. Like G11 does some good ones. Let's see. Courtney has some less funny, more like showing her true colors kind of faces. Macchiato has like the perfect what's it called? Tsundere face. Sony issue ahead was on the PSP Vita. My bottom right corner of my screen didn't work and would spread as I played. Like 10 people noted this issue. What? So it's like your screen was slowly infected as you played. Looks like we'll be spending quite some time on the road. The Research Institute and the border terminal are on two diagonally opposite ends of the city. Oh, that's really far. How long will it take for us to get there? Running across the map is always such a chore. Can we just travel along a straight line here? Yep, I've been told I should try out systems for people due to my curse. That reminds me of I don't know if you know him, but there's a know of him, I guess. But there's a YouTuber called Jameski. He's infamous among people for every game he plays, he finds a way to break it unintentionally. Like he'll just be playing normally and then something breaks. And it's like he's even played games while the devs were like watching and they were so lost on how he managed to do some things that he did. And it's incredible. Ichi points out a straight passage leading to the northwest area marked with a dotted line on the map. Feel that in my soul. Half the passage right ahead of them. Underground transportation hub of ruin at Crystallis. Are you sure? Anything underground always sounds particularly ominous. Let me get some water, hold on. Oh yeah, I'd say that's one of the negatives about PCs. Which is that because everyone's PCs are effectively different, you barely have any identical PCs. Sometimes the problems are just completely out of nowhere and singular. So it's like there is no way to figure something out because your PC is so different from everyone else's. And sometimes it's like, oh. Then you get things like, oh, so I see what your problem is. Problem is, I don't know the cause. Because if you had this part instead of this part, then the cause would be this. But you don't have that part. So it literally is impossible for it to be this. But you still have the problem. The value of training is demonstrated in dangerous places. We're not tourists, so what's the point in spending so much time on the road? You're right. It's more important to complete the training. Nope.
昔みたいに
Oh, right. It was the ending of the... Alright. That's gonna be it for now. I think we're like, what, halfway? Yeah, we're halfway. About. Just about. One to four, and then it's... into 9. Oh, and in between we've got 2 story stages. This one is just story, and this one is just story. The other ones are gameplay. I'll finish this up another time. Let's grab all that. And then we grab all this. And I grab everything here. What do I play now? I mean, I could just end early today. Well, early, quote unquote. And then, try to get sleep early, or try to go motivate myself to do some stuff that I've been meaning to do for ages and just never have. How much longer do I need? I'm halfway. Okay, I'm exactly, well, a little over halfway. I want the costume. I want the costume. Someday. Yeah, and the funny thing is I'm a pretty good gamer though. Like within a month got the RDR online win, 5 competitive missions thing. Get tough spot and I ranked a lot, but God help me, the tactical tech I cannot. What is this? What's going on? Oh, these reset. Okay. Alright. You know what? I'm going to switch to a little bit of... let's see. I think it'd be funny. So I'm gonna switch to a little bit of Crab Champions because it's funny. So let's do that. Crab Champions. Alright, there we go. We launch this. Pew pew good, I can't keep the machine that pew pews alive. You're going to see greatness. Oh wait, do I not have... Oh wait, I think I removed it from one of the what's it called? Oh, dang it. Where did it go? This? Sure. isn't me trying to brag. I really do think a lot of them is just gaming for ages combined with like not caring if I win or lose at my age. But it's really interesting that I think people think I know how tech works, and I do not at all. It is magic. Also, here's another reason why I have the crab tag this game. Alright. Did I pass already with this? No. Okay. You are sorry. What do you mean you're sorry? For what you're about to do? What do you mean? What are you about to do? Oh. Correct. Okay, alright, hold on. There's the crab. Sure, I guess. There's some good stuff. Sure. Get luck going. Building up luck early is good. Ow. If you know the song Crab Rave, this game is literally made by the guy who made that song. You gotta write that. That's technically a self promo, but I make custom English from sounds that like reclaimed structures. I think I told you that, but like reclaimed military setting. Interesting. You might have to. I might have to see what kind of stuff you've made before, because that actually sounds really interesting. Also, there's definitely something up there. I saw the glow somewhere. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. Gotta hurry though. Give me streamer loot. Streamer loot. Streamer loot. Streamer loot. No. Ammo while dealing damage. Sure. I hate lightning crabs. I hate lightning crabs. Got it. What do we got? Ring of Armor. Ring of Armor is actually really nice. Speed chest. I hate these guys so much. There we go. Fast shot, arrow shot.
Arrow shot. Ooh, relic. Let's go. There we go, okay. Making a barn for Sweet Bean? Nice! That's very fair, considering, you know, where corn snakes tend to like to be fair. Not fair, brain is dying right now, hold on. Hey, Tony! Tony! Okay. It's tempting. It's so tempting. I could get a greed chest. I could get something really good. But I could also get absolute trash. Nah, I won't do it. Not this time. Sure. Streamer loot? Yes. Sure. I don't have money. Not anymore. Oh, jeez, what was that? What the heck hit me that hard that took away my armor and half my HP? Oh, my health, my health, my health. There's so many mines. There's so many mines. There's so many mines. Okay. There we go. The last thing I did not own yet is going to have the enclosure. Everyone in the biggest fan so far. Which is... Ooh, what's this? Eliminating enemies. Okay, that's huge. Freaking claws, thorn shot, bouncing explosions. Pumpkin shot, aura explosion. Okay, that's good. I'll take the exploding. Join library and tea room. Overgrown. Oh. I need something that increases max HP. 'Cause I'm running out of it. Every time I get hit, I get lower and lower max.
Sharp shot, blind fire. Okay. We'll take sharp shot. Okay. I don't think that's gonna work, but. What the? Ow! It canceled. What happened? Hold on. Hold on. It broke. I broke it somehow. 7-foot snake climbing in an ancient dark library. That is... I broke it somehow. I need to restart that. This biome. Well, as long as I don't get hit, then nothing's changed. Ah, but I might not get the same perk. Oh, that's gonna suck. Likely solid black snake. Ooh. Kinda reminds me of the whole, what's it called? I think it's called the Lost Library from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Well, in there it wasn't a snake, it was an owl, but still. Ah, dang, I don't get the same thing. Oh, and I don't even get the parkour. Dang it. Well, now I know to be extremely careful because of that. Ow. Where's the last one? Oh, there he is. They're nicer than corn snakes. They look scary, but they're known for being very Labrador. That's interesting. Then, but aren't corn snakes already extremely nice? Smarter, so I guess that's a trade-off, but corns can be ornery without handling and good care. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Still need higher HP. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Not you guys. I hate them. I hate them. Oh, that's an elite. Oh, that's an elite. Okay, that's an elite. That's a problem. He's shooting through the wall! What is this? He's cheating! There we go. Ah, okay. I gotcha, gotcha. Streamer loot. Let's get a little bit of crit going, because I got like none right now. Alright, you did. Yep. Yep. Ow! Okay, and now I'm frozen. Okay, alright, alright, this is bad. This is bad. I want the double dice or whatever it's called. Oh my health! There's another one. Oh, okay. Reload efficiency. If it's just to be upgraded to a higher rarity. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, I got a little bit of max HP back. Nah, I'm not hitting that. Fast shot, drill shot. We're doing it, sure. Shots burn enemies? Sure. We're in the ice zone, so. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Ah. Maybe I can get them to fly off. Oh, okay. No. Okay. Okay. Ah, come on. My corn's nailed him on a vein. This is crab roguelike, basically, yeah. Man. Oh well. I tried. As much as I'd like to keep going, though, I am, like, tired. You're a child. What do you mean you're a child? What do you mean? Yeah, no, I think I am gonna end. Because got a sneak A on the D drive and chuckled about it more than I want to admit. Incredible. Truly astounding. That reminds me, I do need to check some. Where? Okay, never mind. It's also the only drive with room, but you know, yeah. Alright, yeah, I think I am gonna end though, because the tiredness is hitting me. I really need to sleep properly. I am gonna try to make something that I've been meaning to, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm able to or not. Because my brain feels fried. Let's see. I do a quick potential raid check. If not, then oh well. Brain is so fried right now. Hey, this is my doggy again. She's back to streaming her subathon. She's on day 18. It's insane. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Alright. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by. I'm gonna go. Good night. See y'all. Peace. Bye.